Let's talk about what's going on, though, in the broader market. And for that, we head down to Jared Blikre on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. What's going on, Jared?
Yeah, we're in the midst of a nice three-day rally here. We are in the fourth day of the week, so let's check out the Wi-Fi Interactive and chart the price action for these 4 days. You can see the S&P up about 2.5% over this time period. So the other indices, but I want to back up here and get our year-to-date chart of candlesticks. And here we see we broke our trading range that I was talking about earlier in the week, broke to the upside, probably going to be able to test at least the 4,600 level here. And if that's successful, go to new highs here, because a trend is defined by a series of higher lows and higher highs as well. So we don't know where the next one is. It could also fail, but that's what we're dealing with for the time being. Also seeing the bond market. Now, if you take a look at some of the numbers here, the 2.92%, that is what the 5-year is trading at right now. That is 4 basis points higher than the 10-year. So a lot of action in the bond market we got to consider as the Fed heads into its quiet period. But what I'm really noticing today is the risk-on flavor in the markets. You can see that in the NASDAQ and consumer discretionary. By the way, Tesla is a big component of that. That is up the most, up 3%, followed by tech. Those are the two big outperformers. Take a look at the NASDAQ 100. Lots of green on the screen here. Also taking a look at the ARK Innovation Fund components, a lot of them getting a lift. And I think it was only a couple days ago that Dr. Marko Kolanovic over at JP Morgan in his latest notes said he thinks growth and value, both of them, are set to surge because of various factors. Don't have time to get into the weeds here, but I listened to Dr. Market.
And we listened to you, Jared Blikre, and on that score, you are flagging a move higher in Bitcoin.
That's right. We're getting a little bit of a liftoff here. Now, we had kind of a few scary moments. I'm going to put a year-to-date chart with candlesticks so we can see what has essentially been sideways action, but if you squint hard, you can see we're actually in a very shallow uptrend. I was talking with my favorite Bitcoin timer, Yves Lamoureux, aka the Canadian whale. He said there's as much negative sentiment at 40,000, where we are right here, than last year when the market was at 30,000. He's still holding out for 100,000 with the potential for 200,000 for the next high, guys.
Jared Blikre, thanks so much.